Hey guys, Crew Blonde Wave, I'm Eric.
I'm Shane.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Aaron.
Game of Thrones, Episode 4, Season 6.
Yep.
We are getting well into this season, and there has been a lot going on. But first of all, Melanie is not here this week.
No.
Aaron, why not? Where's your wife?
No sitter.
No sitter.
No. I told her that she could come and I'd go home, but
Yeah.
she said no.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, we could do what we did last time with Shane and do a little recap for her before next episode. Actually, you guys could probably do that at your house.
Maybe.
Together. Do it
Maybe.
together.
I don't know if people want it.
If you guys want it, we'll see. Well, it depends what the kind of episode it is, but if you guys want that, you need to go down in the comments and tell us.
It could be a boring episode, like filling in, just giving a story. Nothing that crazy happens or nothing.
It's Game
Right.
of Thrones.
Yeah.
It's Game of Thrones. Something's always happening.
Every once in a while you get a kind of slower
Like
episode.
Tyrion flies on a dragon or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
fuck.
totally
It's
boring.
already happened,
Anyway, guys, speaking of all that, what really happened in Game of Thrones? Last time, we had Jon Snow, who has risen
When
from
all
the dead.
John Cena.
He went...
You did.
Yeah, on Ollie, Alistair Thorne, and two other
Oh.
guys I didn't really recognize.
Yeah.
But yeah, they
1-1.
stabbed him, so he
And
hanged
then,
him.
what's
1-1.
his name? Strong?
Robert Strong.
Robert Strong.
That was episode 2.
Shit.
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
That was good also.
Oh!
I wanted to remember that.
Yes.
The fucking Uber drivers brought Rickon to the Boltons.
The Umbers, yes.
Umber.
Small
the Umber
John.
drivers.
Now you got there's Small John, the guy with the big beard, you know.
He's been
He's like
saving that
your
joke
father's
for so
a
long.
cunt. He's the son of Great John.
What about Little John?
No,
No recycling names
Rickon-
whatsoever?
About Friar Tuck.
Rickon, not a funny joke at all.
Meister Chuck?
Rickon and Osha are now in the captivity of the Boltons.
The king came in and said, "I'm the king,
Yep.
and you're gonna listen to me, you shits."
Yep.
And then the little old man said, "I'm an old man.
Yep.
Sit down next to me, sonny."
Paraphrasing. Tommen, whose balls looked like they were dropping, kind of didn't, and he didn't really do much anything.
They retracted.
Yeah.
They receded back inside.
Sorry.
It's
It is cold. That's
How
why
cold
you
is
don't
it?
wear it on the back of your head, though. Your hair is literally taller than the crown. You are so 50s.
I wish I could give you some air, but just can't.
Motherfucker.
Oh, hair.
It's okay.
What else?
Plenty of hair. Look at that hair.
Danny is at Vale's Dothrak with the other widows of the Khals. What are you guys doing?
I'm doing my
Aaron impression?
Shut up, Eric.
What's the guy that's opposite what's his face on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Colin Mockery.
No.
Ryan
His-
Stiles.
Ryan Stiles' impression of Colin Mockery. Yeah.
Oh.
It's deep. Continue.
Arya has got her eyes back,
Yeah.
and she can fight with no
I'm
eyes.
pretty damn excited for her storyline.
I'm
Yeah.
super excited.
That looks
for
pretty cool. I'm excited
Yeah,
for that
That
too.
was good.
Imagine how good she's going to be with eyes.
Real good.
She had eyes before, but they didn't work.
But she's no one now, right?
She is
Maybe-
nowhere.
Maybe she still has Needle out there, so there's a part of Arya Stark still in the world.
Yeah. And then
Either that or she was too blind to try and walk out a pier and uncover it from all of the rocks and throw it in the water.
Sansa has Brienne.
Ah.
She let Theon go. Theon, who is going home to the Greyjoys.
yeah, we haven't seen
Yeah.
her for a while.
We have-
And
But what about Bran, who's seeing some visions of the past, and we got some crazy sword fighting stuff going
Bran,
on?
Yep, Tower Joy. The last thing we saw was a scream, which everybody says, no, it's Lyanna. I was like, baby! But that's probably wishful thinking. But
So
it is
we
Lyanna.
could see maybe some more past stuff coming up here in this episode.
That's what I'm excited for.
Yes, we could. All right, guys, that's everything for the recap. Let's watch this show. Calvin, not going crazy. Hit the button. You look too crazy.
No.
Oh shit!
1. Rangers returning. Oh, shit!
Son,
Oh,
Bran.
fuck!
Dude!
Oh my gosh, please don't fuck us. Don't fuck us, just let them meet.
Don't fuck us.
They do this sometimes. They don't meet.
a woman.
Oh, he's like,
Oh,
holy
he's
shit,
like-
look at that. Please, God.
To tell
There she
Oh
is.
my God.
There she is.
I'm gonna cry. He's wearing a Stark outfit.
Yeah, he is. That's awesome.
Oh, please. Oh, Game of Thrones never does this.
This is gonna be so
I
bad.
feel so happy.
I do too.
Oh, fuck.
I'm crying.
Melanie needs Melanie has to do it.
Oh my gosh. That is a bull scrotum bowl, by the way. I'm sorry.
Ruined
You
moment.
just fucked it all up.
Your scrotums.
I was awful, just admit it.
You were occasionally awful. I'm sure I can't have been grateful and always sulking in the corner while the rest of you played.
Can you forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive.
Forgive me.
Right. Right, I forgive you.
Oh my god, he's smiling.
Yeah.
Where will you go?
Where will we go?
Yes.
Can't stay here, not after what happened.
There's only one place we can go.
So they're caught up.
Winterfell?
Yeah,
Yes.
they know.
Home.
Oh shit.
Or should we tell the Boltons to pack up and leave?
We'll take it back from them.
With what army? The Wildlings?
Wildlings.
Please, Jon.
I want you to help me. But I'll do it myself if I have to.
Good, Sansa. Shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Will you stay here at Castle Black?
He's going. Yes.
I will do as Jon Snow commands.
Oh shit!
You shall Jon Snow now.
He's got 2 redheads.
He's the prince that was promised.
Azor Ahai. I'm so nervous being happy.
Right.
I know, me
I'm
too.
so nervous.
Before Renly was assassinated with blood magic.
Oh shit.
That's in the past now.
Shit, that's
I didn't think about this.
She's so badass.
She has a sword
too.
drawn.
This little shit. Calvin.
This bitch.
That's you, Aaron.
What?
Instead of abolishing slavery overnight, we will give you 7 years to end the practice. You will cut off your support for the Sons of the Harpy.
We do not support the Sons of the Harpy.
Fine, but you will cut it off all the same. I do hope you accept, my
It's
friends.
a smart play.
You will not receive a better offer.
With passion will not.
That might be smart.
Yeah, but they're not gonna like that.
I would
They
do
know.
not like it.
The slaves will hate it.
Yeah, 7 years of slavery.
Do pompazan. Dori pompazos livan.
But I trust this man.
Iu he Sylvie vala verdi gelisk ilvi crenuntosi. Do il vira gerosi.
Yeah. Nice.
He's gonna smile.
He's
gonna
nice smile.
They will use you. That is what they do.
He's getting better English.
He is. Spending a lot more time with Miss Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
He's wild, you know. Don't let his size fool you. It's hard enough for me, and I'm a young man. You.
You fucker. Pocket sand!
Damn
It's
it.
worth a try. That was pretty badass.
Yeah. Damn it, Darius gonna save him.
Oh!
With his,
Hey.
Hey, like, wait a minute.
with his stupid fucking
Is it
dagger.
his knife?
Yes.
Did he bring it?
Yes, he brought it.
They find a body with a stab wound. The whole city will be looking for us.
Yep. Good thinking, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Make a more obvious wound.
We will never get out of Face Dothrak alive.
All we can do is try.
We can do more than that. And you're going to help me.
Oh shit. This stern bitch.
Oh, stern woman.
Shame.
Shame.
Bing!
I saw it
He's
with
fucking looking at us.
Judge me, bitch.
I saw what my sins were.
He's looking right at us.
I don't like him.
Calvin,
So
back off.
part of a story. A story I was telling myself about who I
That was
was.
creepy. Reek.
Shit.
Kinda, right?
Yeah.
Reminds me of him, but yeah.
Queen Marjorie will make her walk of atonement. Yes, Marjorie will repent her sins before the good people of the city.
Oh, no.
You're all for that, Aaron.
That cannot happen.
When the Tyrell armies come, you will stand down.
Oh.
And let the people that took him from you be destroyed.
We'll have civil war. Many will die.
True.
Many will die no matter what we do. Better them than us.
Well, this is the complete opposite of what Tyrion wants to do.
Yeah.
Notice that? Between Cersei and Tyrion?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's complete night and day.
That's such a good episode.
I know! What's this?
What's this?
Reek!
Reek.
Oh,
Oh, go back home.
shit. Oh. Quit making me cry, Game of Thrones.
Look at me. Men died trying to rescue you. My men.
Doesn't need any more shame.
I'm sorry.
Why did you come here?
Need a hug.
I should have listened to you. You're the only one.
That doesn't matter anymore. Stop crying. Look at me. Tell me what you want.
You should rule the Iron Islands. Let me help you.
He's wants a sister.
The flayed man.
Does that worry you at all?
Yeah, like fish. You eat them after.
No.
And I've seen worse.
Fucking thins. Great googly moogly.
You're gonna reach for the knife.
Oh, don't be too obvious.
What? God damn it!
I knew it was too heavy. I didn't trust it.
God damn it!
Fuck that, dude.
Shaggy dog, Osha.
He's like,
you're prettier than a bear.
That's so awesome.
Oh my gosh. Make giant Viking babies.
That's so great. I'm so happy. Pink letter.
This is gonna make him go.
Right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be Rickon, right?
Pink letter. Damn it.
His direwolf skin is on my floor. Come and see. I want my bride back. Send her to me, bastard, and I will not trouble you or your wildling lovers. Keep her from me, and I will ride north and slaughter every wildling man, woman, and babe living under your protection. You will watch as I skin them living.
You will watch as my soldiers take turns raping your sister. You will watch as my dogs devour your wild little brother. Then I will spoon your eyes from their sockets and let my dogs do the rest. Come and see. Ramsay Bolton, Lord of Winterfell.
Fuck this guy.
Warden of the North. You are the son of the last true Warden of the North. Northern families are loyal. They'll fight for you if you ask. A monster has taken our home and our brother. We have to go back to Winterfell and save them both.
Tormod is just staring him down.
Yeah, let's go.
He's like, I'm going if you're not.
Yes.
Well, if they don't, he's gonna march up here and kill him.
Fuck up!
Right?
He's gonna have fat boy.
What? What the fuck up?
Vos mana vos Khal. Ana boca aqui yeri.
Oh damn.
Vos mana.
Oh shit.
Yeri voceci. Yeri vadrivoi.
She can withstand it.
Yeah, they'll die, but she can stay in there.
Oh fuck!
Dry.
Fuck!
It's low density.
Oh, and they've locked it outside, haven't they?
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yep. Shit.
Oh.
Oh, fucking Moro.
Whoa. Yep. Gather around.
Get the who's in Whoville.
Jeez, that's a furnace.
Oh. Ah! Ah! Dude, that's like 10 Khalasars!
Dude. With the Dothraki.
This is exactly like season 1.
With the Dothraki and the Unsullied together.
Blood of my
She
blood.
got a crazy group of army.
Oh my god.
Awesomeness and
Fuck!
hot nakedness at the same time.
Right?
I wrote so much fucking down. I usually, on amazing episodes, I don't write anything down, but I just going. Holy shit. Let's get it out of the way. It sucks that Osha died.
Yeah.
It sucks. I'm pissed.
That's bullshit.
Tonks died last time. Did she die in Deathly
Yes.
Hallows? Fuck!
Yeah, she did.
Spoilers!
Well, and we just lost the direwolf. So we lost the direwolf, then we lost her the next
Her and
episode.
Lupus are holding hands and they're dead next time you see him.
I know. There's the theory that the direwolf's head is too small. Some people are saying. I don't know if I don't know about that. We'll see. Oh my gosh, but you know what? You know what's crazy? Up until, when me and Calvin were catching up until like that point, I never speculated because I kind of knew it was going to happen. And now that I can speculate, it's like the first time in fucking Game of Thrones, I'm coming up with shit of my own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's pretty fucking awesome. I love it. Okay. What do you guys got? What's some stuff you guys got?
Tyrion, when he made that proposal, the whole 7 years thing, what did you guys think
Yeah.
of that? And do you think that was, how much of that do you think was completely his idea?
I think it's all his idea. I think it's insanely smart, but I think that it doesn't account for the passion of the slaves.
One of the reasons why Dany had the support of the slaves in the first place.
No tolerance.
Yeah,
policy.
zero tolerance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Missandei and Grey Worm's reaction was mild compared to what the slaves will think.
Yeah. Because, I mean...
And what she will think.
Yeah, well, true. But, I mean, on paper, it makes sense.
Well, and what he said, too, like, I can end war in a night or I can end slavery in a night, but I can't do both.
Yeah.
And they were losing the war.
And he's counting on the fact that these guys will have 7 years to be able to adjust their income to, because right now, if they lose slaves, they lose everything.
Yeah.
But 7 years, they'll be able to adjust and still be okay.
Yeah.
He's counting on the fact that they're going to care about that. I don't know if that's necessarily going to happen, but it's interesting.
I mean, it's at a war, though,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I kept it or not, but it's, like, his rationale is completely different than Cersei. It shows the complete character difference between those two siblings.
Yeah.
Is that he's smart, intelligent, might not be thinking about the passion, whereas she is fierce. I won't say she's not intelligent. She's very intelligent, but she what's the right word? She's spontaneous.
She's vengeful.
Vengeful, spontaneous.
Yeah, very vengeful.
And
she's not diplomatic.
I mean, just like giving the High Sparrow power, she doesn't think things through too.
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of hers is like, I have power, everyone should listen to me, you know? Where Tyrion's not really like that,
Yeah.
Even if he has power, he's usually not crazy about it.
Dany going through the fire. We have to preface this by saying that in the book, Targaryens aren't necessarily fire resistant. It's always a magical event, and right there, like, she didn't do shit until she just
no, there was no in the first one with the pyre, there was all the deaths and stuff, so it was like the blood. And,
so I think this will probably be like, I think it has to be a huge departure what we're gonna get in the original story, but I don't want to talk about that anymore. I think I kind of decided myself, like, book is the book, show's the show. Let's talk about this awesome show.
Yeah.
That was an amazing moment.
That was cool.
That was incredible.
And, nudity aside, because, she's a beautiful woman and everything, it's just so fucking powerful of her standing there and all this fucking Dothraki.
And then they bow.
Like, if you remember in season 1, that happened. She came out, she was naked, people bowed. There's like 20 people there.
Yeah.
There's like 10,000 people there.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking baseball stadium.
Well, see, no one believed.
Of angry, very good fighting men and women.
Baseball stadium.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't really know what else to say about it other than what happens now, because she's got that. She's got 3 fucking dragons.
She's got Unsullied.
And she has a war to fight.
If
she has a bunch of slaves.
Yeah.
If the deal goes through and Tyrion can get the ships too.
Yeah.
And she has Dothraki, Unsullied, and dragons to come across. That's a big army to fight whoever, plus, the White Walkers and everything.
Even one Khalasar was enough to make Robert Baratheon afraid.
And if she comes across and we have like a Tyrion Jon Snow scene and we know what we're talking about, and Jon's forces, if he takes the north,
Yeah.
I mean, the White Walkers are a huge threat that even Dany at this point probably couldn't take.
Yeah.
But they might be able to be better then. I love that Jon,
they roll together?
But Jon leaving, it makes sense that, well, I can't do anything else here. But he also knows that to defeat these guys, you're going to have to unite everybody, not just the Night's Watch.
Yeah.
All the Night's Watch have is a big fucking wall.
Yeah.
And the Wildlings almost went through it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. If you get...
If the Wildlings...
If they come across and she takes the throne...
Yeah.
And gets the King's Landing and gets all that on her side somehow...
Yeah.
With her force she already has, and then gets the North joining with Jon Snow, and then the Wildlings and the Wall and everything, just...
I don't know if it'll be that happy, but I hope
it's weird.
It's
weird to think about everyone in King's Landing teaming up with everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Them teaming up with anybody. You know what I mean?
We'll see. I don't
Imagine
know.
them and Jon Snow
and Jaime
and Daenerys
and Jaime's there
in the same room.
Oh my god!
They're all fucking shaking hands and partying.
Yeah.
Where does Dorne fit in with this?
Who cares?
Are they just gone now?
Nope.
I kind of hope that storyline doesn't resurface.
Me too. From last episode, the Umbers that have Osha and Rickon, not Osha anymore, but the Umbers, right? Small John. Okay? They made it a point that he did not say any oath. Mm-hmm. He refused to say an oath.
Yeah.
Could he possibly be playing Bolton? I don't know. Why would you give Rickon and kill the direwolf and now Osha,
Yeah.
Get a position of power close?
I guess, I don't know, but
shoot.
But why would they make such a huge effort to say no oath, A lot of people have been talking about that. I think it's interesting.
I think a lot of it is just the fact
he
that...
can just be proud.
He could be proud, or they might not be making the same mistake as the phrase.
Yeah.
Breaking bread and then killing them
Yeah.
that evening.
Yeah.
I'd say a lot of it, like what
like
he said about what he said about his father. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like his father was honorable towards Rob and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then,
Great John.
And then what happened with that?
He said his father died, didn't he?
Yeah.
Huh?
He said Great John died.
Fucking killed
No,
over
I'm talking
or
about-
something like that.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, you mean? Oh, you're talking about Bolton's father.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Reese,
Right?
Roose and Ramsay. Yeah.
He was honorable to Rob, right?
Yeah.
And then what happened there? So I think he's justified in being like, no, I don't fucking,
Yeah.
I'm not fucking doing
That's
nothing.
true. It might be wishful thinking, but it's an interesting idea.
Yeah,
it
it
is. We'll see. But
Yeah.
if it is, what a play, a risky play to give him Rickon. And we lost Osha. Shit. I mean, they wouldn't care. But still, we do.
For me, some of the big scenes were Jon and Sansa started.
Oh my gosh.
That
I
brought
don't know.
tears to my face.
I don't know how to feel being so fucking happy. Like when I watch a show,
It feels
I'm like-
wrong.
it's like, you know, like
Maybe it's time to start getting happy.
I'm just saying, fucking when
That.
when fucking Rob and his wife are like, we'll name him Ned. I'm like, yay! Like, ah!
And then like Arya
Kill
was,
Ned. Anything named Ned dies.
and then Arya was almost there, and you're like, oh, they're gonna finally
I
get
know.
back together, and then you no.
Oh, I'm so happy that happened. And you know what? This is like we talk about a lot of times with grief in general. You know, because I've gone through a little bit of grief here recently, but the bad times make the good times so much better.
Yeah.
You know? Oh my gosh.
Well, it was like even with like Jamie trying to go and get his daughter,
Yeah.
and like, oh, he's reunited, sweet, and then
Yeah, I know.
just
And then the sand snake shit.
there's always like, oh, it's
Poison.
gonna be good, and then
Yeah.
it's gone.
A fucking terrible death.
Poison
So-
and the stupid fucking spear in the back of the head.
Did you guys feel like Sansa didn't have much of a reaction that Jon died and came back to life?
Maybe they didn't tell her.
She said that,
But she
said
said-
that you know. It seemed
Oh.
like what? Something they wrote. They said something. I'm like, oh shit.
I mean, she didn't specifically say that.
well, she knows that he's leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
it makes
figure
you-
like, why are you leaving?
It makes you think that they went over everything and he kind of skipped that.
Yeah, it makes me think. I don't know if she absolutely knows.
I hope the book goes into that conversation.
We'll see. I don't know.
I mean, lots
It
of
would
other
be-
people have just accepted it now, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
It would be interesting if he falls in battle again, and then she's actually there to witness it.
Yeah.
And I'll say this: Sansa wasn't interesting to me for a long, long time.
It's. I mean, every
And-
scene
and-
now.
and now
every scene this season.
Yeah.
I have a lot of respect for her.
I think that's. I mean, that's harvesting a field that's been so long time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, her talking to Jon like that, hey, let's take back what's ours.
I know.
Like,
I'm
you are my
fuck
brother.
yeah.
You are my brother.
She's Lady Stark to me now. you
Yeah,
know?
she really is.
Yeah.
And with that too, if he has 2,000 wildlings,
Yeah.
how many Knights of the Vale are there? If Peter Baelish is coming from that end.
Okay.
You know?
All right. This is my new theory. The letter, right? The letter that was sent. Was that sent by Ramsay Bolton, or was that sent by Littlefinger?
Yeah.
So has Littlefinger been doing all this?
No, what I'm saying is that if he sends that letter, and look, the wildlings will kill the fucking wildlings. Tormund's like, what the fuck? We're with you. He just united everybody against the Boltons. Is that a thing? That could be a thing.
Maybe.
I mean, I've heard this.
I mean, it sounded like what Rickon
I've
was
heard a
saying.
theory about this pink letter thing, which I never really read. I try not to read too far from the books, you know. But if that's, I've always heard like, well, I don't know what the fuck that is. But just watching this, being like, Littlefinger. I mean, he was on screen for a minute and he was already doing this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, could it not be from the Boltons? You know, it's interesting.
Like he sent those guys there with a supposed. Yeah. Okay.
He sends them there. They read that letter and they're like, you know, because just like Jon was
He
saying,
brings Rickon and
what
the
Jon, what,
direwolf.
J- what Jon was saying that, you know, the wildlings are not my army. They're not going to follow me into a battle that has nothing to do with them. But if they're being threatened that we're going to rape all your children and shit, you
Yeah.
know, and then Tormund's like, fuck, let's go. I mean, that would be a brilliant play.
So, it would be. I don't know whether the timing actually works out.
Littlefinger can fucking get anywhere.
What do you think?
in
Who do
one
you think?
episode.
I mean, he's in
Well-
the whole thing with the whole like
What do you think-
taking Sansa there, right?
Yeah.
And setting that up just
True.
to come back to say this.
He
I mean,
couldn't have counted on Jon dying, but he wouldn't have.
Could
It
he
wouldn't
have-
have mattered.
Yeah.
With his plan.
Could he have sent Rick? Like, would he have sent Rick on there then? Would he be behind that too?
I mean, Rickon was with the Umbers.
or is it a matter of making it up?
Rickon was with the Umbers. If the Umbers are also on a conspiracy, they could be working with Littlefinger.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
of
that's what I'm-
That's a
That's-
lot.
that's what I'm saying.
I know.
Goes-
It's a lot to think about.
goes
but
deep.
I like going deep. I go deep all the time, or as deep as I can.
Tries.
So anyway, but that scene, even if there is no conspiracy there, it was an amazing scene. Seeing like Tormund, like,
He's
you
just
know,
angry.
and you just imagine all like, do it, you know, break. I have a new ship relationship, Tormund and Brienne.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh my god.
Love it.
That's
Love
awesome.
He's hilarious in
I
there.
never really
glaring.
thought about that. I know.
Tormund.
Yeah.
He just fascinated.
He's
He is. He's entranced
Yeah.
by this large woman.
He's like a woman that can take me, maybe. Like he's never had that ever. Yeah, you know, like you know,
always been
Ygritte, you know, little Ygritte going like I'm strong too. You know, he's like oh whatever. You know, but he sees that.
Pick her up with one arm.
You know, he just like.
She's actually taller than him.
He might as well have been going oh. You know?
Dude, we're gonna have like Jon Snow, Brienne, and Tormund all kind of fighting together.
And Davos, Melisandre,
yeah, what about them joining in?
Littlefinger.
So they're going
to the Bell.
Oh, Melisandre's going for sure. So I figured Davos.
She is completely behind the fact that he's Azor Ahai. And Davos, I mean, we're definitely gonna get some friction between Davos and Brienne.
Yeah.
But still, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, was he there at the point whenever?
Huh?
He wasn't there when Renly died, right?
Who?
Davos.
Davos wasn't there. He was with Melisandre.
Davos, Melisandre, and Stannis met Renly, Brienne, and Lady Stark was there as well. They all met in a field before the battle, and then they killed him that night.
Okay, so it was just because they were there at the meeting. She's like, you and you.
Yeah, I'm saying that they met before. The High Sparrow, his story about his father being a cobbler was interesting.
Yeah,
because
it was.
It makes me think that, you know, he's like, I left without my shoes, you know? And he's kind of rejected everything that he used to be, and he became this new thing. And this new thing doesn't fucking wear shoes, and none of the followers wear shoes. It makes me think, like, he's rejected it so much that he tells everybody they don't even wear shoes anymore. I don't even think about it.
It makes me. It'd be funny if he just forgot his shoes.
I'm just saying, it makes me think that possibly it shows his selfishness almost a little bit. Like, not only am I going to wear shoes because I don't know my father, no one that is around me will do it. You know, maybe it's a clue into his kind of mind a little bit. Yeah. It's just an idea I had.
I thought he had on sandals.
What do you think of seeing her brother there?
No, he's shoeless.
He's always barefoot.
What do you think of seeing her brother that broken in that
Seeing Loras reminds me of Reek, definitely.
Yeah.
What's the punishment for buggery? What did they do to him?
I don't know.
I mean, if they did that shit to Marjorie, what the hell did they do to Loras?
They just come in and yell at him every day?
Or fucking sodomize him with a broom or something.
Shit. Just Calvin. Calvin comes in and yells at you every day.
Yeah, I always wonder. Like, whatever his punishment was, obviously was.
It had to have been much, much worse, right? I mean, I don't think he's that much weaker. I mean, he's a knight.
Yeah, he's a knight. Yeah,
he's always been a little whiny.
He's had to endure a lot of harshness to be that.
He
skilled.
unseated the mountain at the tourney of the hand.
You gotta be tough.
He's tough. I mean, he is one of the best fighters. I have to imagine that they just treated him worse.
Yeah.
I mean, we know the sparrows treat
that
women.
Horse's head.
I know the sparrows treat men and women differently, so maybe they treat the prisoner men and women differently. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. How many men they have in King's Landing versus a High Sparrow man? Like, who's low to who?
That's why he's talking to the Tyrells. The Tyrells have a standing army.
Yeah.
You know, King's Landing doesn't. They have the City Watch. They have the Kingsguard. If Jaime's commanding the Tyrell army, that's a huge, well-funded army.
Almost as well funded as the Lannister army themselves.
Yeah, I think so. And I don't know if the Sparrows. It will be a war. It will be a civil war. There will be a big fight, but
I don't know if the Sparrows can keep up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just have those fucking clubs.
They don't have.
They don't have shit.
Nothing.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not trained.
They have
either.
passion. That they're not.
That is true.
They're not paid for soldiers or career soldiers. These are fanatics that will die at the drop of a hat. They don't have a Robert Strong though.
They're not Robert Strong.
No.
They don't have one of those.
I mean, like 30 Lannister soldiers in full armor were scared of him.
Where's the Lannister army? Is there just not enough left anymore?
They're still fighting. They're still fighting in the Riverlands.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shit. I was kind of hoping to see some kind of little flashback.
With Bran, no Bran this episode. That's fine. You don't need it for every single episode. I mean, I felt like this episode was jam packed and awesome all the way through.
Yeah, this is the best episode I've seen in a long time.
Even with Osha, which I hated, it still gave me the reaction that was needed for this episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you guys think that the High Masters that were with Tyrion in that discussion, the Lista that captured Tyrion was there? Did you find it was weird that Listas, like in Rome, weren't considered very high? They were like promotional guys, Like,
right.
It was weird that they were like with the High Masters of the other city.
Yeah.
I felt like they just wanted to have like a more recognizable face, maybe.
Maybe.
But,
I mean, they made that comment too about it. Like, you were a slave last I saw you, and now you're sitting in the Temple of Marine.
Yeah, like a more recognizable face. But I was just thinking about it, and like in Spartacus, Batiotus, when he was just a regular Lista, he thought he was awesome, and he wasn't. He wouldn't go to Rome. Like, Marine is Rome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there'd be no way that he'd be allowed. Batiotus would be allowed in that kind of stuff. So I just thought it was an interesting idea that they just need you to be able to sympathize with some more people, I guess.
I mean, also he was the one Lista that actually presented slaves to Khaleesi.
True.
Yeah.
So maybe he's like
but
the head
remember how nervous he was and how like he wanted to impress her so much.
He could. Well, he's come up in the world.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I mean, maybe he's like a little bit the head one.
What do you guys think about the shot of the sparrow looking at us?
That was creepy.
That was creepy. What was like? But
I think he's entranced.
Yeah, it just almost took me out of it. Almost, almost. It didn't, but I felt like it might have if I thought about it too much. But as it was happening, it was like it was like showing the power of the sparrow might even get you if you listen.
That's
to
what
it
I'm
too
saying.
much.
I just thought I was focused on the performance.
Yeah.
I thought he was more looking at her until like towards the end there he just looked.
He was
up,
looking up
you know
in
what
his
I mean?
face.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like he was kind of looking at her.
Yeah, like
and then
the
all of a sudden
entire
he goes,
time the camera's slowly moving and he's following the camera. So by the time he gets to the end of it, he has to look back to her. But in the beginning, he's looking at her.
Mm-hmm.
But where the camera is, it was really, really good. But why execute such an amazing piece of cinematography and performance for something that was so, I don't know, it was, I guess it's the creep factor, I guess.
That, and also you could really see his fanaticism, his complete just disregard for normal conversational etiquette.
Yeah.
He went into this like channeling all of his experience and everything into that, whether he was actually remembering or whether he was actually just making it up. You know, you could feel that need that you really can't describe it any other way than just fanaticism.
I always try to like if I'm. Sometimes it's hard to shut off my like filmmaking brain sometimes, and I'm like, why do it right there, and what are they trying to do?
Yeah.
And I can't help but feel it's like it's supposed to be. He's so good at it that he affects you as a viewer, you know, and you're thinking like something is off, but I kind of like him. But maybe he's wrong, and you just don't know anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Which is what he does to every other character. It's really interesting.
I think his story's a lie.
Yeah.
I don't trust him one
You
bit.
think the Joker, he's going to tell a different story every time?
Yeah, right?
I like to think that it might be cool that he's a bullshitter and this is how he amassed power, but it might be just as cool that he believes everything he says and he's just fucking wrong.
Well, I don't know. He had that one comment about power specifically, and I used to search for power. I used to sought after it. I'm like, what, motherfucker?
That's what he does.
What are you doing right now?
I like
I'm not wearing shoes.
I like how
he's doing it in the name of the gods. It's not for him. It's for the gods.
That's that's exactly what he thinks, or that's what he wants us to think. I'm still checked out which one it is.
I'm on the wall.
Yeah. Nice watch.
Yeah. Theon, man.
Oh, Theon, dude. He just
crying.
wants a hug him.
I know.
Sansa hugged him.
Yeah.
She did.
He needs he wants a family.
I thought I thought he just needed
like
he just wanted to come home.
It's like he lost the Starks. He betrayed him, and she kind of hugged him and shit, but he can't ever go back there, I feel like. And
he doesn't feel he'd ever go back.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, the ghost of her father will always be there, you know?
Yeah.
His father, he said. You remember that?
Yeah.
But he just wants a fucking family. He doesn't have it. I'm so worried that Euron, the guy we met last episode, might, or 2 episodes ago, I guess now, he might, I don't want Theon manipulated anymore.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
he could welcome him in and make him support them. You know, I don't want him to be a tool anymore because he has no tool.
Will he be able to get his sister on the throne?
It depends. It depends how many people in the Ironborn, which there's not a lot, are going to support the Greyjoy line.
Yeah.
You know,
and especially everyone knows what he did. And
but the name certain. I mean, Balon Greyjoy has respect for rebelling twice. You know, that's what the Ironborn do. They take what they want.
Yeah.
So the Greyjoy name's going to have respect, but is it going to be Yara Greyjoy, Euron Greyjoy, fucking Theon Greyjoy out of nowhere?
Yeah.
We don't know.
I mean, can you be selected if you don't want to be king?
I don't think so. I think your name has to be put forward. Yeah.
I don't think Theon would be a good king right now.
No.
Not right now, no.
But I just want him to have a fucking family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I'd said pretty much to all of you guys separately now with our different reactions that I was satisfied with Theon's punishment a long time ago.
Yeah.
You know? And I just wanted to stop happening. This season is worrying me because it's giving me the things I want. And usually Game of Thrones does that and then takes it away.
In like 10 seconds.
Yeah. You know Lord Royce, the really big guy at the Vale?
Yeah.
He has the huge steel armor,
Yeah.
right? And all of the Knights of the Vale, more than anybody else, are like armored to the core. And it reminds me of the actual Eyrie. The castle they have is known to be the
like impenetrable, right?
It's impenetrable. It's completely the best defense in the world, pretty much.
Yeah.
Where
not
it's
only you
Part
not reach the walls,
right?
you can't even fucking get to the walls.
And that's mirrored in the garments of the knights, which I find is a really interesting design choice because his fucking steel gut
huge, right?
is huge.
Yeah.
You know.
The thing I found interesting is it came clear up to his neck.
Yeah.
Like
he's so guarded.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting.
It must be very uncomfortable.
It was a little piece of design that I thought, like, oh man, fucking, I love when they take that kind of shit. And you don't notice it until season 6.
Yeah.
Right. I hate that
little fucking kid, man.
I hate that little kid.
Man.
Yeah.
I mean, part of me was kind of thinking, you know what? If they decided to make him grow up a little bit, I may forgive who he used to be.
I mean, it's not his fault.
He's just under that little finger.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, he is. But, you know, his mom coddled him forever, and he is insanely sick. He's very sickly, you know?
Yeah.
That was a really long conversation, but so real quick, we're going to go and find some of the best questions from you guys, the viewers, at our Twitter, @BlindWaveProd, and you guys can do that at hashtag GOTQ&A.
GOTQ&A.
Yeah.
Letters for the win.
So let's find a couple.
Callista says, the water of the House of Black and White kills anyone with a name. If Arya gets hers back, would she die?
You mean like retroactively?
Yeah, like, I guess since it's still in her, maybe?
It's an interesting idea. I don't know.
Is it like a magical water, or is it like...
See, he's been testing her the entire time. If it could just be fucking water, you know? It doesn't necessarily have to be magic water that knows your identity.
It could just be the power of the faceless god.
True.
I mean, he would still have the power over her. Maybe she's just better than him now.
That's true. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, it's a
but
possibility.
Her saying, you know, a girl has no name, a girl has no name, and then, like, I'll give your eyes back. A girl has no name. Like, okay, you'll fucking die if you don't tell me the truth. A girl has no name, you know? Does she believe it, or does she know what's going on? Or, I don't know. It's an interesting plot thread, but I don't want to speculate too much before I just have more information.
Gotcha.
I mean, what he said right before she drank, I can't remember his exact words, but...
Something like, if a girl's truly no one, she'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at that moment, she like, okay. And then she took a drink.
Yeah.
So she believed herself.
Yeah.
That she's no one.
That she was no one.
True.
Seven Hells Ned says, whose storyline are you most excited for the rest of the season?
Arya's pretty awesome.
Jon Snow's.
Jon Snow's pretty awesome. He was wearing Stark armor. He's wearing Ned's outfit. He's wearing Ned's
He cut
clothes.
his hair.
Did cut his hair. He's got the
man bun.
bun.
I know Calvin doesn't like him, but I do enjoy Peter Baelish. I like him.
He's extremely fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm always curious where his story's going because he's always up to so much shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you never really seem to know until he gets there of what he's gonna be doing.
Honestly, it's easier for me to say what I'm not excited about than what I am because I'm excited about so much.
Yeah.
I'm not super excited about what's happening at King's Landing.
No.
Just comparing it to everything else, it's still cool. I love Jaime.
Yeah.
You know, and Robert Strong's stuff's gonna be cool.
We haven't actually seen him fight yet.
I could give a shit about Dorne. But pretty much everywhere else, I'm so excited to watch more.
Yeah, I've been just excited about everything for a while.
Tyrion, Dany, Reek, fucking Theon, the North, Sansa, Littlefinger. So much happening.
Bran.
And then Bran and Hodor, of course, yeah. I mean, Shane, can you remember saying, like, when Robb was dead, you're like, I'm not watching anymore.
Yeah.
I don't even watch.
Then you begged me.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, just keep going. And then now we're like,
I'm
so
glad.
fucking excited.
I am, yeah. If Jon Snow died, I'd be done.
Well, I did.
Alrighty. Turo, I'm going to do two of them here because they're both kind of similar here. Turo says, is there any way you see Rickon Stark surviving the battle for Winterfell? Also, Jon Snow, Tyler, says, do you think Jon will be able to save Rickon? So,
I hope.
But both of them are kind of asking, what's Rickon's fate with the Battle of Winterfell?
Well, the thing is that letter reveals that they have Rickon, right?
Mm-hmm.
I felt like it might be a point against Ramsay sending it, because why reveal your trump card before the battle? If you have a battle and you end up losing, then you hey, I got Rickon, motherfucker. I'm not losing. You know?
Yeah, but you also got to get him to come and fight you, though, you know? Like, what if you...
True.
Would you rather go and attack Castle Black? Would you rather them come to you where you can set up your fortifications and stuff? So I have Rickon, come and get him. You know what I mean?
Come on,
rather than let's go and attack them where they're more fortified and whatnot.
Mhm.
Of course, at the same time, I guess you're attacking the back where it's more fortified in the front. But still, they could fortify more so there at Castle Black. You know what I mean?
But if we remember correctly, he did say that if you attack the lower, the Night's Watch, the entire North would turn against you. So I guess that's a smart plan. But I don't know. It's interesting. But does Rickon survive? I hope so. They killed Shaggy Dog and Osha. Don't kill Rickon, too.
I'd like to at least hold on to the last Starks for a little while longer. Let them die in, like, a White Walker War or something crazy.
Yeah.
This is going to be really weird to say. It feels like we've lost all the Starks. We've only lost Ned, Catelyn, and Robb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's still Sansa, Arya, Bran, Rickon, and Jon.
Yep.
I also don't know if I ever really got attached to Rickon,
Oh, no.
Well, he was always young and whatnot, so with him being there, I'd love to actually get to know him and, like, see that character go somewhere for a little bit,
Yeah.
It makes me wonder. I mean, they brought back the original actor, who was a child actor. Does he still have the chops for it, or does his part not mean that he has to have the chops for it? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Usually when they have a character like that have a bigger role, they recast, like Tommen and Marcella and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Abby says, if the Starks take back Winterfell and Arya hears, do you think she may consider returning?
I don't know.
It depends what the hell happened with...
Maybe not at this point.
Yeah. I think that if she returns, she's coming back with the full knowledge of a Faceless Man.
See, the Faceless Men, I wonder what kind of stake they have in the whole deal that's going on. Because they live in a little wall.
Well, they're a religion.
Assassins.
They're assassins that you can pay them.
They're very expensive.
Yeah, but they can be paid. But they also have, there's a theory out there that the doom of Valyria, like whenever Valyria, where the Targaryens are from, with all the dragons, blew up in volcanoes, there's a theory that the Faceless Men did that because of the dragons taking so much power, and they love this balance of death. Like, save a life, take a life, and the Valyrians just kept more and more and more and more.
More death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's an idea of the Faceless Men, is that they love this balance of the Force pretty much,
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going to happen, but I think that even if Arya is completely taken over, Needle, the Stark sword, will bring her back. I personally think, because that was given to her by Jon.
Yeah.
That's
It'd
my
be cool if he's the one who brought her back too.
Yeah, like it might be the hope that she has is the same hope that I have that she will do it. Yeah. As Needle.
James says, so much for the fire resistance being because of magic, I guess. Kind of disappointing.
I'm not disappointed. It was an awesome moment.
I think it was worth the transgression.
Yeah, it's an adaptation, guys. I mean, it doesn't take away anything from the book. But it's still a fucking awesome moment. I even though I immediately thought of it, it didn't impact me at all.
Yeah. Less Than Grizzly says, who are your favorite characters?
That's kind of the same question of, like, who are you most excited about, I guess.
Jon Snow.
He's Jon.
Well, I don't know. I'm excited for Peter Baelish, but I don't know if I call him my favorite character,
True.
I mean, my favorite characters have probably been Jon and Dany.
Yeah.
And Tyrion.
I really like Jaime. He hasn't been
probably my favorite character this episode was Sansa.
Mine's either Tormund or Davos, because every scene they're in I love. Like, there's been scenes with, like, Sansa, I'm like, I don't really love the scene. Or even with Tyrion, sometimes it can get a little, But every time Davos is on there, he's so fucking good. And Tormund is so
cool.
fucking...
He's badass.
Badass.
He's Viking.
That's a real beard.
That is a real,
actual
beard.
Between seasons 4 and 5, he had this video. It's like, it's time to cut my beard. It's time to get it over with. And he's like, good. I'm sorry if we're feeling we're trying to rush through these. We just did like a lot of hours of Uncharted 4 today.
We did like 10 hours straight.
So this is the end of the day. But we're still doing it because we love you guys.
And we love the show.
Caesar G said kind of the same thing we said here about the High Sparrow's story sounds kind of fake to me. Reminds me of the Joker story in The Dark Knight.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
I mean, I was just throwing that out there. I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Cynthia says, people think Dario is the Harpy leader after episode 6-4. Do you think he is or isn't? Also, will he snitch on Jorah?
Damn snitches.
No, I don't think so. I think that Dario is the kind of character that just shows the audience what Dany can inspire. Just like Jorah is, just on a complete different wavelength.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I don't think so. I actually trust Dario. I think he says what he is. He's a very simple person. He likes to fuck, he likes to kill.
Mhm.
And with Dany, he can do both.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is true.
Caesar says, with Melisandre saying that Jon is the prince we were promised, does that confirm that he is also Azor Ahai? Azor Ahai.
Is it confirmed? No, because Azor Ahai might be bullshit.
Yeah. True. That might not even. That's a book thing, right?
Yeah. Well, it is. They've
Have
said
they
Azor
mentioned the
Ahai.
show?
When we first showed it with Stannis, he was like, Prince that was promised, the Lord of the Light's chosen champion. He throws a sword flaming in the sand. Like the first time we saw Stannis, she's always thought he was Azor Ahai.
Yeah. And he mentioned it again here. Do you really think he is the prince that was promised?
Yeah.
The Azor Ahai?
It's an interesting theory. I mean, I've not made a secret that I don't love prophecy stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if he is good, I don't think that it'll affect anything. I think it'll just be a cool thing to think about.
I mean, it'll be like
yeah,
Dany being the Khaleesi that would birth the Khal who would ride the.
I mean, they're representing that she's Azor Ahai.
Yeah.
You know, I think that like with any prophecy or destiny talk, then you just after the fact you can make it fit, or you can just say fuck it, make your own choices, and have a cool story.
Kind of like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Harry Potter. All right. I got two more here.
Harry Potter. Fuck it. Fuck it, Ron.
Tyler Hawkins, aka ZP, says, "Do you feel Dany's storyline is doing the same thing over and over again?"
Kind of do. It feels like it's
but there's a progression. It goes like this.
It's an escalation.
It's a poem. It's rhyming. That's what I feel like.
Freestyle rap.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, is it very similar to season 1 finale? Yeah, but I don't want to do this too much. But in the book, there is a thing where she has this line that Quaithe, remember Quaithe, the lady with the mask that she met all the way in Karth?
Yeah.
She said to go forward. Yeah, but she had said to go forward, you must go back. To go forward, you must go back. It was a thing that she constantly had in her head. She just, to go forward, she went back to the roots.
She made a lot of progress
She has cavalry.
The one thing I would say, too, is her speeches are always really good, you know?
She has such confidence when she's speaking Valyrian.
Yeah, I love whenever she has her speeches and stuff going on. They're always awesome.
It's all in the eyes.
Yeah.
With her expression and everything. They're piercing. They're powerful. They're
confident.
I mean, she went fucking
confident without being like dickish.
Yeah, but she went fucking Super Saiyan this episode.
She literally did.
Yeah.
She just burned those assholes.
Yeah.
I mean, she could have done that exact same thing without any help, right? Pretty much.
Well,
I guess the only thing was
they would have been
the door. Yeah,
but
even still, they would have respected the strength.
You would have thought, yeah.
Especially after she said, like, you guys aren't fit to be Khals. I am.
I love that.
That was like, you could tell she pissed off the room.
Yeah, they all got pissed off, right?
Is she going to try to combine those cultures now, or what?
I think that, I mean, she's done it once before with a couple Dothraki. You know?
Yeah, there are a lot. I mean, that's a big ass group.
It is, but I mean, she rules Marine, one of the biggest cities, Slaver's Bay, and she did it with 8,000 Unsullied, which isn't a lot of people.
I mean, she got the slaves to revolt as well.
Exactly. She inspires, which is something that I feel like Tyrion, as much as he wants to, might not be able to do on his own.
Yeah.
No.
Even though he can outthink a problem, he might not be able to inspire others to do the same.
He can definitely think on his feet.
Yeah.
But as he said in this, too, he's like, I'm not the mother of dragons, I'm not this, I'm not this.
He was trying to make himself, like, it felt like he was trying to make himself like an equal.
He went down to their level, even though he was still higher.
Yeah.
When we were talking about Cersei versus Tyrion, and how she's like, the power hungry, bow to me, I'm the power. Mm-hmm. He has that opposite where like, I'm not the power, I'll come down to you. I don't want to intimidate you with power.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work with
because he's one of the richest people in the world, and he was still spit upon his entire life. He didn't grow up with being the most beautiful woman in the world.
He learned humility.
It
was cool for once in his dialogue where he was talking to the masters. It's like, I was raised in Westeros. We didn't have slaves or anything like that, and I still was raised richer than any of you.
Yeah.
And they were like taken aback.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I just love him in a role like this, just like when he was a Hand of the King. You know what I mean? It was
having the right kind of power really suits Tyrion.
I liked his little. I mean, I both liked and didn't like because I was seeing it through Grey Worm and Missandei's eyes.
Yeah.
But like, tell the difference if between a slave and a woman you're paying.
Yeah,
I think that's interesting. I guess like the woman you're paying is probably gonna work harder.
It really sells his point too.
Yeah. So prostitution.
Right. All right. Masterful Paladin is probably the last one we got.
Sure.
Hashtag Khaleesi returns. Great Masters equals fucked. Westeros equals fucked. White Walkers equals fucked. Agree or disagree? I'd love to hear.
It's interesting. I mean, that was regular fire. That wasn't dragon fire. The White Walkers we've seen blow out regular fire.
Yeah.
You know, you have to have your dragons.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, they have a lot of dead bodies because we don't know the time frame of dead bodies, but Westeros just went through war. And there's a lot of dead bodies in the south that could potentially rise the numbers.
How deep did they bury him?
Huh?
How deep did they bury him?
Not deep enough.
Mass graves.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get that many bodies pushing up, you could probably unearth yourself. Or just punch through the ground like fucking zombies.
And as we see, in the Faith of the Seven, it's not a thing to burn your dead. You put fucking stones in their eyes, fucking creepy, and just leave them there.
Fuck, I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate those rocks.
All right.
But I don't know. I don't know. If Dany gets King's Landing and if Jon Snow teams up, you know, they get Winterfell and everything back in the north. I really want like Sansa and Jon to take back Winterfell and become.
I do too, but I'm just like I said in the beginning of this reaction. I'm worried when I'm happy, and I feel too happy.
Yeah, I'm apprehensive as well.
Yeah.
Who would be Warden of the North? Would it be Jon Snow?
I want to start seeing. I want to start seeing a coalition of storylines and resolutions.
Which I think.
I mean, he said before that he doesn't want it. The only reason he's doing it is because his brother is in trouble.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Damn.
But he's doing it because his duty. If he finds out,
his duty.
If he finds out his duty is also fucking, I'm the son of Rhaegar fucking Targaryen.
Yeah, I gotta ride a dragon.
What's my duty then?
Burn fools.
What are you gonna do now?
That's true. We still don't know who his mother is, right?
Yeah.
Right?
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We'll have to keep watching.
When he was talking to Sansa, it felt really weird. Like he didn't believe it himself when he said the ghost of father.
Mm-hmm. He said your father. Did he?
He didn't say your father.
I think he said your father.
No.
Okay.
That was one thing we had someone ask too, is like Sansa had to convince him to go on this fight against Winterfell and the Boltons. When is he gonna get his like confidence back? Once he finds out who he really is?
Well, maybe, but I truly think that this is a matter of, well, one, his apprehensiveness of the decision of leaving the Night's Watch, but two, there has to be an effect of coming back, and I think that less passion is one of them.
Possibly.
Yeah.
And he has to be inspired, just like everybody else.
No.
What an episode! This was an amazing episode. I just love fucking Game of Thrones. I keep saying it.
That was one of the best episodes I've seen.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was so good. I mean, I'm tired of shit. I can keep talking. We're not going to, though, because you guys are probably just bored or loving it. You want us to keep talking? We're not going to. Anyway, but if you guys want to watch us keep talking, you can come every single day pretty much and see a new Blind Wave video. I won't say that. Sometimes we have like 4 a day. Sometimes we have none. But you know what? It's a lot a week. And if you guys like to keep enjoying Blind Wave, you got to subscribe and you got to like the video. You can go down in the description, find links to our social media. You can go down in the comments and talk about anything that you want to talk about. We had some cool discussion, but there's always more. Stuff that we didn't notice, stuff that we did notice, stuff that you hate what we're talking about. Whatever. You know, it's all good down there. Just be cool. No racist shit. You know, we had some problems with that last week.
Really?
Yeah.
About what?
Just
assholes.
Racist.
Bullshit.
Racist. All right. After I've said the word racist, blindwave.net, associate that. No. Blindwave.net has all the stuff about Blindwave. You guys can find a new t-shirt there, which is now shipping. Not internationally yet, but we're working on it, fellas.
Yes, we are working.
And ladies. We'll see you guys back here next week. I'm Eric.
I'm Shane.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Aaron.
Shane, you do the button this time. Ah, you shits!
Oh!